separate special meal for me.
No, you do it yourself.
You do it yourself, yeah. Always. But,
especially if it was a moral. Was she a vegan out of moral choice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you'd cook for yourself, wouldn't you?
It weren't out of anything to do with health issues.
Because I would have thought like a.
I found it hilarious, man. I found it hilarious.
A medic might be a vegetarian, but I wouldn't have thought a vegan, just because they have a knowledge of how the food chain works and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The thing is, I do love, I love Sunshine. I can't wait to see her again. But her vegan thing is totally whack because she says she loves cheese, she loves chocolate. Basically, she loves everything that's made by an animal.
Yeah, it's got by milk. Yeah.
But she just won't eat it. It's just like look, just eat it. You not eating a piece of cheese is not going to affect the dairy industry.
No.
Was a vet a vegan as well?
Who's a vet?
Sunshine.
You've never.
Sure the word is
yeah.
Other personality.
Yeah, she's a vegan too. There's the two things.
See, the thing is though, like everything that Sunshine did medically, like for her training to be a doctor, was nothing to do with like anything like that. Like, she was like, I'm sure she was working for like something to do with cancer because of her. Yeah, because of her mum.
She was training to be a paediatrician.
Yeah.
I like Sunshine a lot.
I do really like Sunshine. I've got a lot of time for her because I think she is a nice person. Just there is some things like the vegan thing was a little bit annoying. She done the Lady Gaga thing in the whole lockdown thing, and she thought she was a really good singer. Like, she wasn't like terrible, but like, you know, when someone thinks they're really good at something, and you're like, okay, you're all right, but you're not like what you think you are.
Like Mario and being entertaining.
Yeah, like Mario.
Cheeky bugger. Who said that? Oh shit, there you are, Andrew. I've forgotten about you.
Okay, guys, I don't know if this...
Spiteful on this one.
Just say like me and being genuine.
Give us one a bit of alcohol, and he turns right spiteful.
Yeah,
bitch.
apparently it takes me 2 cans of lager before I even say anything to anyone.
Andrew, at least for the next month or so, you're going to have a permanent reminder of why you don't fuck with me, alright? Okay? Just that's all I've got to say about that.
No, you're right. Yeah, but at the end of the day, that was a task, and I did have to do it, you know.
No, that is true. That is true.
Kind of, you know.
But I was going to shave your eyebrows, so...
I'll tell you what, Andrew, you've got balls. I don't think I would have been able to let someone wax my legs.
Do you know what? I genuinely was. I didn't know that there was no wax strips left.
Yeah,
I was gonna let you. I was gonna let you do a wax strip.
Yeah, I knew you were.
Just because I'm not that sort of guy. Because it was a task. If you'd just like agreed, like normally out of principle, I wouldn't have bothered. But because it was part of a task, I was like.
No, it's fine. I would have done exactly the same.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's a good thing there's nothing left for me to do fucking crack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because he actually agreed to it as well.
Yeah, I would have done it.
I'm like that, though.
The eyebrows would have been the worst thing, though, because that's something you can't hide.
Yeah. That's why I was
like...
head
would have been alright, because some people do that. And
yeah. I was like, that's a little bit too far. I was, because I even changed the trimmer, like the setting. But then I started to think to myself, fuck. But like, I was like, I'm not that bad, that much of a horrible person to make someone shave their eyebrows just for a task. It probably would have been funny to watch.
Did you know, though, that I had to say yes to everything? So did you know that I didn't actually do that when I was 15? I didn't go through a phase?
Yeah. Of course I did. But I didn't know till not long before then, though. Yeah.
But you must have thought, oh, it all makes sense now what he's been doing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like, because I did think there was something going on earlier. Maybe it's on the task, so I didn't want to mention it.
Yeah.
Just in case it would have fucked it up. And it turns out that...
That's one thing that I thought was really good about the 4 other housemates. Obviously, there's something weird going on, but no one mentioned it.
Yeah. And that's how I thought it should be all the time with... Because I know there's not been many times where people have fucked it up for other people, but there could have been, like, quite a lot of times where everyone's like, oh, yeah, we knew you was on a task. And they start talking to you about, oh, yeah, JJ, it looks like you've been talking to the tree or something. Do you know what I mean? It's like when I was the Artful Dodger, and John walked in, and instead of like carrying on like he hadn't known, he went into the drawer and took out what I put in there and took it out of the drawer. And I was like, for fuck's sake, could you just carried on? Luckily we did pass it still, but...
So that's why I just gave Josie my pendant when she asked
Yeah,
me.
I knew you were playing along with it.
Yeah, you and Josie tag team need to get the magic wand.
You what?
You and Josie tag team.
We didn't actually talk about doing it though. I just saw her chatting to you, and I saw where your wand was, and then yeah, we didn't even speak about like tag teaming. It just happened.
Maybe she was coming over to try and get it anyway.
Possibly, yeah.
Have you had any secret tasks since the mole task?
Yep. Well, telling you wouldn't make it a secret task anymore, would it? No, I had a task when I was a scientist. It was when Ben...
Oh, the same sort of thing I have to do.
Yeah, and I had to predict who would stick to the wall. And I predicted correctly. And I won myself a meal, which I didn't even want. But it was nice. I got sticky toffee pudding, which was really nice.
I remember you telling me about that, but I wouldn't have thought that was a secret task, because...
No, because I wasn't supposed to tell anybody.
You're Italian.
This isn't real pizza.
Are you kidding me? This is bad, this is frozen.
Do you want to die tonight?
I wonder what their fresh pizzas are like. You know, the ones off the shopping list you can get from fresh. Oh, we'll never find out.
You never know, they might give it to us. So if I said to you outside when you did a man thing, I think you should do it naked, you wouldn't have done it?
No, that was one of the only things I wanted to do. When you were walking around naked, I thought, right, if he asked me to join him, I'm just going to go climb him instead. It's too much for a secret task.
I knew you wouldn't, that's why I didn't ask.
I might have done it and like had my hands there the whole time. I would have done that.
Right, man. You aren't ready for that kind of stuff yet. I'm not shaming that. Everyone has different things. Like, you would have shaved your head, but I would have absolutely refused.
I would have done anything for a task, even if someone asked me to shave my head. I wouldn't wanted to. But I remember a couple of years ago, on one of the old series that I'll probably get told off about talking about, first thing they did was like they had to get a certain amount full, like in a jug or like...
Oh, hair, yeah.
Full of hair.
Like BB6.
Yeah.
Some of them did do their pubes, didn't they?
Yeah. I would have outright refused to shave my head.
Really?
But
And I wouldn't have shaved my bollocks.
But I put that on my form. What would you do? And I said, I will not shave my head. But then you wouldn't get naked. So everyone
has no problem with my hat.
There's pretty much nothing I wouldn't do within reason. Like,
the only reason I was worried about shaving my eyebrows is because I was worried that they wouldn't grow back by the time I had to go back to Oxford. That was the only reason. I don't mind going out of eviction night with no eyebrows.
No, a few years ago, my friend had a flat party. He passed out and got really drunk. He was drunk and passed out, and we all shaved his eyebrows off. He went mental at us.
really?
They didn't go back for like 8 weeks.
Wow.
That's what I was worried about. There's Dave and there's pizza on it.
Yeah, I just took him a slice. He only wanted one slice of pepperoni.
Oh.
Like Nathan would have refused to shave his eyebrows.
Yeah.
Like his monorail, yeah.
He was really proud of that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
BT and
Proud of his
everything.
monorail.
6-inch monorail.
Remember that in his VT.
I even had the measurements come up.